Good morning, class. Mr. Smoot here. This short video will help you guys as you start your PE log in my class. Remember, the PE log is worth roughly 20% of your grade, and you will be keeping it in your PE portfolio. This will be right after your Cornell-style notes. You should always have your Cornell-style notes and then the PE log. They should never be intertwined. If you have questions about this, please ask me in class. But this week, your first assignment is to come up with a title page for October. As you can see, my title page is Monday AM, my name, PE log, and then October. Now, of course, that would be different for some of you guys depending on what day of the week you come to school. Now, your assignment for this week will to be include a picture, another picture of yourself, preferably one doing some type of activity, maybe an activity that you're going to include in your PE log, and then a measurable goal. My goal is to work out at least 4 days during the week. You can measure that. At the end of the week, I could ask myself, did I work out 4 days? If I did, I hit that goal. If I didn't, then I didn't get that goal. Another example of a measurable goal is I currently run the mile in 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and by the end of the week, I want to try to run it in 7:25 or something like that, something that you can actually measure. Not, I'm going to work out or I'm going to run a mile. You know, those you can't measure. So it has to be a measurable goal. It's got to have some kind of number associated with it. If you have questions about that, then again, just see me in class or email me. Now, this is your only assignment for this week. In a couple weeks, starting next week, you will be keeping track of your PE time for me. For full participation, you will need to try to get at least 150 minutes a week. Now, we can look. Here's an example. I've got every 2 weeks, you're going to put all of your PE time down, and you're going to include a picture. You don't have to include the picture the first week, but it does have to be included within either the first or second week. Again, every 2 weeks. You will see that last week I started P90X3, and before I did any of the workouts, I also ran a mile. So I logged that for you as an example, and I was off on Sunday. This week there's nothing recorded because, well, those dates haven't occurred yet. So as those dates occur, then I will put it in there. An example for you guys, the freshman class will not have to start this PE log until next week. That's October 5th. You are allowed to use Saturday and Sunday as PE log because a lot of my students might go for a hike, or a lot of my competitive students might play games on the weekend. So you can always include the weekend in your PE log. You would just, going back to my example, all you need to do is log how many minutes you spent and then what your activity is. So again, starting next week, you will log your minutes and your activity, and I will be checking these. I will always be a week behind you guys in checking them. So for instance, the week of the 5th through the 11th, I will not be grading until your school day, the week of the 12th through the 18th. If I'm confusing you, no worries. Just make sure that you log your activity, and you should always get full points. And again, keep in mind that every 2 weeks, I will be asking you to put an activity picture in there, a current activity picture. Some of you guys used old photos for your Cornell-style notes picture, and that's fine. I have no problem. That picture was just to put a name with a face. But moving forward, any activity picture needs to be a present day picture, something that you've done in the course of those 2 weeks. I'm getting a little long-winded, but I want to leave you with this. Just keep in mind that there is no way for me to know exactly how many minutes you complete activity each week. However, if you cheat on this assignment, then the only person that you are cheating is yourself. And as we've talked about in class, it might not catch up to you tomorrow. It might not catch up to you at the end of the week, at the end of the month, or even at the end of the year. But at sometime in the future, not doing activity is going to catch up with you, and it's going to really affect your health. So my recommendation to you is to get your required 150 minutes. Hey gang, it's only 2.5 hours a week. As always, if you have any questions, any problems, just see me in class or email me.